Hey guys, welcome to George's Dump Truck and Excavating Vlogs. Well, this 2023 in review comes to excavating business and equipment you should buy and should not buy. I did a good move on buying my own machinery from China, buying a couple mini excavators and a couple of things I wanted, and that was an excellent move to buy those things from China. You can save a lot of money. The thing is, you cannot with the machines from China. They're good for someone who knows how to run equipment and take good care of it. If you can be hard on equipment, it's just never going to last. I mean, you can take a Kubota, Case, John Deere, whatever it is, Bobcat, and beat the living shit out of it, right? Of course, it's going to keep on going, but then, you'll be left with a pile of parts eventually. So, the mini excavators I bought, of course, you basically have to take care of it. I mean, just the way it is. It's the same with everything. And, the machines are paid for. I'm not making any payments. It's paid for, done, and it's my equipment. As opposed to go buy something from a dealer, right? You're going to make payments, and then you have to make sure you get the jobs to pay for the machines. Well, my machinery basically sat this year, and I just used it around my property here and such. And that's fine. It's paid for, done. I don't have to worry about it. Well, I didn't get any jobs this year for my excavating equipment. I tried different things to do different things, and of course, things didn't pan out, but everything's paid for and it's done. I don't have to worry about it. I did get a couple mowing jobs and such, and that was okay. But I had some things happen to me regarding competitors and people who don't understand. And they figure, okay, if your machinery is not doing anything, you should sell it. Well, that's the au contraire of the whole idea. Because I bought the machinery to make money with it, right? And it's paid for and done, right? And people tell you to sell your machinery. Well, what they're trying to do is trying to convince you not to get into the business, right? Even though you may bitch and complain that you're not making money, no business, blah, blah. But the thing is, the machinery is paid for and it can sit. No big deal. And I've noticed that, I think that I just tried the market. I just tried it and see what happened. And I tried posting the machines up for sale, and people try to dicker me down on prices on the machinery, right? What you don't understand is you go buy that same piece of machinery name brand, you're paying 6 times the price, but people still want to dicker you, right? And it can make me realize that, well, okay, wait a minute. These other guys who are dickering me down on prices are contractors themselves too. They want to try to take me out of business so they can gain more business for themselves. Well, they can go take a flying leap, as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, we get a different strategy for next year. I'm going to take it, and I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to keep it to myself. But a whole different strategy. Using my mini machines. If you are very smart about this and keep your lips tight, you can do really well at it. But you can't tell your secrets to everyone, because people take your secrets and they go with it and say bye-bye to you. Okay? So buying the mini excavators was a good option. To resale, not so good. So you buy the machinery, it breaks, you fix it, breaks it, fix it, same old BS. You keep it, you run it, and that's it. That's the best way to do an excavating business. Is, in my mind, you buy something overseas, right? And you buy it and you use it for your business. Buying something name brand, of course, is nice, but you're going to pay through the nose and you're going to have payments. If you don't have work for the machine, it sits if it's paid for. If you're making payments, you got to work. You got to work your damn ass off. So then we decide, okay, we're going to go out and buy a dump truck. Well, the dump truck, I might pause this for a minute. I'm going to take this a bit more. This is not my dump truck, but, okay, this is what I had thought this year, okay? I had thought, oh, this is doing something goofy here. This is what I had thought, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go out and buy a dump truck. I started to take my old dump truck, and I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm gonna use my big dump truck for doing projects and da 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 da. Well, I came up across a big snag that I couldn't pass, and it really screwed me over. Then what I went and bought another damn dump truck, and that didn't solve the problem. It just made things worse. So, if you have the business, sure, go out and buy a big dump truck, but you have to remember there's many glitches along the way you have to take. If a truck is air brakes, juice brakes, insurance, da 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 da. There's many factors in there, and these are things you guys are going to have to figure out if you want to get into business, especially in Canada. I don't know about US, but Canada and Western Canada is a pain in the ass, but I'm not going to tell you guys about it. If you want to know about the dump trucking thing and all that BS about commercial vehicles, you research it. I'm just telling you about my review this year. So this dump truck idea was not a good idea. Okay? It was not a good idea. For what I'm doing, it was okay for doing small things around the farm when I have my big farm, but for doing projects, big fail. Okay. Here is another dump truck. So anyways, other things I've been thinking about. Well, of course, now I'm thinking about my original idea. My original plan for the business was staying small. Okay? Now, this is not for everyone. You can remember, a lot of you guys are thinking about big, single axles and tandems and triaxles and quad axle dump trucks. Okay, that's fine if you have the work. Okay, it's fine if you have the work. If you don't have the work, you have to aim for the small crumbs in the business. You're not going to get big if you're not established. You're not going to get nothing, right? You're not going to get these big jobs that everyone wants. And if you're aiming for what I'm aiming for, it doesn't matter because everything's paid for. I don't have to worry about it. I'm picking up the crumbs that other people have left behind, and that's where I'm going to go. Okay? Do I need a big truck? No, I don't. So, something like this is interesting, isn't it? What about that? You can go out and pick up a decent truck. If you have the brains and the skills, you go get yourself a 1-ton dually, 3,500. I'm not going to tell you about the other things because it boggles your brain and I'm not going to talk about it. You have to figure it out for yourself like I have. And many others will figure out that too. But this is a good setup. 4-wheel drive. 2-wheel drive, you can get away with it, but 4-wheel drive you want for different things. Now this is the kind of thing I like. And I really should have gone with this concept right from day one, and I've never got into bigger trucks. I had my Ford, as you guys see, some might go back in my videos, I had a Ford F350. I'm not a big Ford guy, to be honest, I am not. I like my Chevys, of course. Preferably gas pot. I have no use for Duramax. I'd rather have a gas pot truck. That's my favorite. So there's hundreds and thousands of these trucks kicking around, but you'd have the brains to pick the right one. I'm not going to tell you. You have to figure that out for yourself. It's combinations. You got to know your combinations. Now, this is my favorite. Oh, I'll go back, get that to in a minute. So, Come on, you bastard. This truck here is my favorite. Square body Chevy pickup. I have one of those sitting out right outside my damn door here. But it is a two-wheel drive. I like to get a 4x4. Now, if you're smart and know how, you take one of these old trucks, rebuild it. You have a truck that's going to outlast anything you're going to have in your damn driveway, because you can fix it. You can fix it if you're mechanically inclined. You can fix it yourself, and every ding-dong mechanic in the country can fix it because they're so damn simple. So you're basically your avenue or your work can mean you can do a lot of things with this truck, right? But you've remembered you cannot haul heavy weight. That's not what we're designed for. You can't do everything a big truck can't, and that's one of the things you have to think about. It's a really nice truck, and this square bodies are my favorite. Their parts are cheap, easy to work on, and almost any ding dong can work on it themselves with a tiny bit of mechanical ability. But you gotta be smart about it. You gotta be smart about these things because they are famous for rust. You get problems. People have overloaded them and such, and you buy something that I'm not I'm not getting into that. But anyways, if you're smart about it, you can take a regular truck and make it to a dump truck. But there's steps in there you have to take and find out for yourself to get the right combination. This is my favorite. Okay. Now, one step backwards, we're going to tell you about this one. Now, I deal with stuff from China. This is something I'm really thinking about. This is an interesting little truck here, and decrease this thing or increase it. This is an interesting little truck because they come in. I think I've been reading about them. They come in either 3 and 4 cylinder engines, diesel engines. Okay, 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. And this is a 2-ton truck, believe it or not. So, a dumper on it, and I'm not going to tell you what the price is because it'll blow your mind, but this is not what the video is about. So, interesting combinations. So you need to figure out what is the best for you. For me, going back this is going to be my best deal. So never mind about never mind about tandem axle dump trucks and all that stuff. Good for guys who are established. If you are a small guy, if you are a small, very teeny weeny little contractor, no one cares about, no one knows who the hell you are, you gotta start out small. I haven't been in conversation with many different people, and this is your best machine. You want to start a business, excavating business, you start small. Okay? That's your best machine right there. I don't care what other people say. I don't care what other people say. You have to start out small. And my personal opinion, I like the small excavators, to be honest. I really do like them a lot better than the big ones. Everything has its place. For doing certain jobs, you want minis. For doing large jobs, you want the big excavators. Is this the way it is? But you can't go out in business and figure, well, okay, I'm a newcomer. No one gives a shit who I am. You think you'd be buying it? You think you're going to go out and spend $100,000 on a truck? Buying a big tandem axle truck, fancy trailer, like a big fancy excavator, all attachments, blah, blah. It doesn't mean you're going to get to work. Okay? I've been at this damn stuff for many, many years, trying to figure things out. Right? You can advertise till you're blue in the face, but you got to start somewhere. If you're picking up after everyone else's crumbs, That's what you have to do, and until you get established. I'm already getting old. I mean, I'm 50 years old. I mean, I can't reinvent the wheel again. I mean, I'm just getting old, and I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I just want to stay busy and create extra income other than my full-time job. I mean, for you young guys, you got to figure this shit out. I mean, don't be listening to other people. You can't listen to the big dogs. You have to go with your instincts and say, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this. And this is what I have to do. So, my year in review is I screwed up big time. And did I ever screw up? But where I didn't screw up was I didn't sell my excavator, which is good, and I bought machines that I could afford and they're paid for. Okay? So that was good. But other stuff I totally lost my shirt on, and it was just not not even worth going back in the conversation about talking about it. So anyways, for 2024, we're going to be focusing on what we originally had focused on right from the beginning, and go back to it again, rethink things, and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and not give up and not listen to what other people have said, or not listen to what you hear in your head, what people are trying to tell you what to do, what you can't do or cannot do. And that's the way you have to do it. You have to believe in yourself. You can do it, and just go for it. So, hell or high water, you gotta do it, but you gotta start out small. You gotta pick up the pebbles like a bird, picking up the pebbles off the ground, and eating them. That's where you have to start. Pick up the specks, the little pebbles that other people drop. Those are the ones you have to get. Okay? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. If you find this stuff interesting, remember to give me a thumbs up. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tech tips and other things going on. And remember to keep the rubber on the road. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.